Hello and welcome to day 445 recap. Today I just wanted to do a small little art daily from the photo study and I don't know, stylizing it a little bit, but stylizing didn't went quite that well. Nevertheless, today was the plan to do a little bit of study and then like practice and then go with a project. But it didn't turn out that well. This is my first time streaming it, and I saw how much time consuming it is. It's way too time consuming for a daily practice. Like it's right now it was a weekend, so it's okay, but otherwise it would not be okay. It was like 4 hours and something, and I did not manage to do anything from my projects, which is a problem for me. I kinda don't wanna neglect all of that too, because I'm already bad with the deadlines. So I have to rethink a little bit about this. Mostly major problem of it was probably that I did not really stylize that much. Maybe I just went with a lot of points that was not necessary. But yeah, I do need to drill it at least for in 1 hour. So it like I have to make it 3 times faster. No, 4 times faster even. Yes. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is possible. Maybe we just do really such a practice, because it was not bad of a practice. I kind of liked it, but not feasible to do it daily this way. Maybe on the weekends it's okay, but I don't know. I do want to combine my projects together with the practice, like study, but didn't quite went well that much. I need to learn techniques how to simplify things. I also probably lose the point how to do it right. Okay, that's basically it. So maybe the idea will be just cap myself to 1 hour, or like a little bit more, a little bit less. Like 1 hour and plus the warm-up that I do at the start, so it will be 1:30 at max. And try to make things look less realistic but more stylized. I think that's the goal here. But at the same time, then I have to learn how to make things stylized, because I really went overboard here a little bit, which is not that bad. There will be one thing that in the future, right, not in the future, but like later in the time lapse, I hope I will mention it, but it will be the lights, the light marks. There's a huge light on the fabrics, which I could not very picture it. Also, the reference has a lot of cloth layers. Not that it mattered that much, I think. Maybe it mattered a lot, but yeah, the reference has a lot of cloth layers, and I do them one by one, which also time consuming. So it's about time management, right? It's definitely about time management and all of that good stuff. Maybe yeah. Make it feasible. I do want to practice daily, but I do need to time lock it and just move on. Yeah, I think that's the good goal. Just move on and do the best. I saw here with the selection tool, doing the flat colors with the selection tool with magic wand, and then reverse it, because I was using a brush that it has a lot of shapes. Like the flat colors went quite over the board. Maybe this is because I should have drawn in vector layers and then change the brush. I think that would help. But yeah, applying flat colors is still a kind of pain. Still not the way I wanted to, or maybe it's not that bad, who knows. I do struggle a lot with the face. I struggle hugely with the face. I need to think about the form of the eyes, how it will look from the side. It's like the mouth, the eyes, and my position of the chin, right? So it's not about the faces this, but yeah, it's not about the faces this season, but it's always about the faces in general, because how just important they are, faces and hair. That's still a problem. Need to pay more attention to it. And my chin here is way too overboard, because she's supposed to look on the left, but the chin is still in the middle, right? So that's not suitable problem all the time. I probably have to move the chin here, and the shape of the eye, at least from that face away, does also have to change. It should not be the same shape as here. But I still could not figure out. The hair, well, that's a different story, but yeah, the back of the hair, I kind of like the ponytail. No, is it ponytail? Like the front hair? But the back hair is quite interesting. I think I figure out how to do at least one way of the eyes, okay? I kind of like this way. Pretty standard. And it's okay. It's good enough for me, at least, to learn. Oh, the hands today were strangely okay. Yeah, like this at least, this one. I was like, well, that was okay. This one was a little bit maybe too much. I don't use that much of a delicate brush, but still, the hands went perfectly okay. I was scared to do the hands. Let's skip the pause here. So after that, I think I will go... Yeah, all the flats are done. And after that, I go with the lights and stockings here. I use this brush and the brush is okay. I kind of like this way to do it, to be honest. But it's not really what I think it should be, how it would look like. I need to simplify a couple of things here. I always very try to be sticking to the reference, right? Yeah, shading forms, basically a big blob of form. I was not shading in any layer mods because I think it's just really hard to adjust anything with layer mods. If I will be using layer mods, then I will be definitely using something on top of it. Like normal rasterized layer on top of it. And then, I don't know, put the rasterized layer down and not use layer mods. Because I kind of want to make color correction to the shadows, for example, and I cannot do it when it's layer mod. Oh, and now we go into those white pieces, like, I don't know what it is. White marks, lights, spots, highlight spots. It's highlights, okay, yeah, right. This is highlight spots, and yeah, I did not figure out how they work. At least on this fabric is okay, like on the skirt, but they will be all over the place, and it will look worse and worse. And when we go to the back, that's where it will look like the worst, like completely. I'm more conscious and more better with my color choices. That's what I like, actually. Not quite perfect. I still did not saw if this luminosity slider... God, I cannot believe that I say this, but luminosity slider is quite useful if this works the way I intended, I think. But yeah, So instead of doing all this way with subtract or not subtract but other collection layers, I do use the luminosity slider to pick the color, which I never did before because I kind of didn't understood it. But now it's if this works the way I think, it's okay. I had a trouble here with the skin color. Hue. I pushed my hue from the skin a little bit too much into yellow. And lips, well, yeah, it's again one of those that I tried to stick too much to reference. So the lips kind of look awkward. And we have also black line art, which gives also a bit too harsh of a contrast. Highlight on the hair, right. It was okay, by the way. I was a little bit at lost, but yeah. I would do the highlight the same way again. Now this is a long rewatch because I wanted to do rewatch because I'm not sure why it went so in the length. Just finishing moves on the last pause with this back here with the back and the light parts of the back. Oh, I did not understood what's going on. I also lose my cool after so many hours for just a study. Or like practice. I should say it's more like practice. Using a little bit of deformation tool right here. And as you can see, the background is missing. And spoiler alert, I've not done the background. I lose all my patience for the background. And here also some light marks. I did not know how to implement those highlight spots on this fabric and on the back. Right, so it was okay on the skirt, but overall, I don't know. Maybe I was just too tired, but I think, yeah, I have to think about what we do with those daily training, and then I miserably fail on the background. So yeah, that's it for the summary. Let's see. Was okay. Maybe I will do it here and there, but definitely not daily. I will be thanking you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in day 446. Take care.